Hello everyone, this video is for all y'all who are interested in the carnivore diet. So, if you've done the carnivore diet, so I actually do carnivore, but I do it differently. I'm making tea right now. I love tea. Tea is a huge component of my carnivore diet because I believe that tea prevents me from developing iron overload, which is really nice on carnivore because everyone develops these issues with long-term carnivore, it seems. I believe these are related to iron overload. I think one of the best ways to prevent iron overload is obviously to keep your fat consumption very, very high. Eat your ribeyes and stuff. Saturated fat has been shown demonstrably to help prevent excess heavy metal absorption and all these problems that can destroy your metabolism, destroy your cellular health, lead to cancer, heart disease, all this fun stuff you don't want. So basically, this is carnivore on steroids. So let's say you're doing the carnivore diet I've done carnivore did it for 2.5 years, strict beef, salt, water, pretty much. Went off of it, on a periodic basis, because when I didn't go off of it, developed autoimmune, severe sensitivities to all non-carnivore foods. And it definitely was a large component of that being there beforehand, but I think the heavy metals, the iron and everything, made me more sensitive to foods as I stayed on carnivore, and I ended up having just insane sensitivities to everything. I couldn't even drink tea without my toes would cramp, and I just depression, anxiety, all this stuff. And then I had intuition that maybe I needed the tea, maybe the tea was trying to do something that was helpful. And then I started consuming insane amounts of it, like a gallon a day. I'll show you my gallon in a second. So, it's my egg yolks. I'm getting 6 egg yolks in this glass. I'm gonna drink them all. It gives me this huge energy, nutrient boost, and I just take caffeine after. I just go, it feels like I can see through walls. It's awesome. And I don't get carb cravings as much. I'll get carb cravings on carnivore even when I'm eating the ribeyes, but I don't when I take the egg yolks. And I think these just help keep energy production high, so my cells want carbs because they're just craving sugar for energy, because I think a lot of this all starts with the mitochondria of the cell. They just take all the B vitamins and stuff from this. And it feels great. So the tea's almost done steeping, but this is my gallon. I drink this whole thing every day of tea. Green tea. Really helps, gut issues, theanine. Brain benefits, all this good stuff. I really love tea. I think tea is my #1 nootropic. I take Adderall, and I have cycled off Adderall. So I wanted to prove myself that I don't need it, if the world ended and I couldn't get it. I'm I wouldn't be in withdrawal hell for ages. So I've gone off of it for months at a time, and the way I did that was with tea. Tea, for some reason, gets rid of stimulant withdrawal. Tea is freaking awesome. I think that has a lot to do with the metabolic effects of tea that I think extend far beyond the caffeine, theobromine, theophylline content found in the tea. So, these compounds all together give me wonderful feeling when I drink green tea, and I also get to chug these egg yolks, which just adds a lot of saturated fat, it's a lot of energy. It's like carnivore on steroids. I went on carnivore, like I said, for 2.5 years, got a lot of great results. All my athletic records were set then. Went off carnivore because I developed issues I think were largely related to iron overload because I was consuming large amounts of energy drinks that destroyed my gut and led to excess absorption of iron and other heavy metals, leading to more gut dysbiosis and malabsorption of stuff and just not funness. And I fixed all that. Went around the whole dietary carousel again, experimenting with every single dietary principle known to man. And now I have arrived on a cyclic carnivore with lots of raw egg yolks and tea. Raw milk, there's a lot of stuff. It's cyclic, like I said, but I try to stay in ketosis as much as possible and just feed myself large quantities of meat and fat because that's what makes my body feel like a god. So, yeah, the goal of this is just to maximize performance, say goodbye to insomnia forever. Because I had insomnia for the longest time, and it actually started coming back. So I was on carnivore for 2.5 years, and it went away completely. It just went away, eat whatever I wanted pretty much after that, except for soy or the triggers and didn't have insomnia. Woo, yay, no insomnia. But started coming back. And when I wasn't on carnivore, and I think this is due to mitochondrial issues, metabolic issues. Part of me is wondering if I have like a brain tumor or something. I think I'm gonna get a brain scan done just because the extent of my sleep issues is such that I'm wondering if there's like a brain tumor that's growing in my brain that shrinks when I'm on carnivore and then grows when I'm not on carnivore, and that causes the insomnia. I really don't know. I want to get a brain scan done just because this is so bizarre. I really want to understand what's going on. Could be kind of freaky though, because they're probably gonna be like, oh, there's a tumor, oh, we need to remove part of your brain. I'm gonna be like, let's not, and I'll just stay on carnivore and we'll monitor this. But yeah, but anyway though, during that 2.5 year period, that was from like 19 to like 22, and now I'm like 25, and it's carnivore for like past years, like 2 years when I wasn't on carnivore, got a cavity, got like bad stuff. Body started not working well, like really not working well. Again, it always stops working well when I go off of the ketosis and stuff. So I just concluded that my body, whatever it is, feeds off of animals. Like I need fat and blood. So the Bible talks about fat and blood containing the life of an animal. And I believe this jokingly where I'm like, I eat ribeye because it's got all the fat in it, which has got all the life of the animals. So I live off of its life. It's like that. And, egg yolks are fat too, so I'm living off the life of these unborn chickens. And I just keep consuming this life, so my body has lots of life in it, and then it can life itself up so it can fix whatever's going on. That ends up preventing me from sleeping, because it started coming back. It started coming back. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. Let's do a brain scan. Let's figure out what this is, but I'm 25 now, and I want to have this whole thing sorted out by the time I'm 30 so I can just focus on building my awesome society of high-performing badasses. That's mostly what I want to do. I don't really want to be trying to figure out my own health forever, but I got to figure out why the insomnia started coming back. So, yeah. Zero carb it is. I was smoking weed last night, and I just started thinking, like, do I have a brain tumor? Because like Christopher Walker had a brain tumor that was on his pituitary gland that was preventing him from producing testosterone. I got testosterone, don't have an issue there, but can't sleep. And it comes back. And it was gone for a long time after carnivore for 2.5 years. It's gone for a long time and then started coming back. And I'm like, is this like a tumor regrowing? Like, what is this? I want a brain scan, so we'll see.